Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Praise be to Allah, most gracious and most merciful. Peace and blessings upon His messenger, upon His family, and upon all His followers. Respected personalities presented here, and my dear fellow travelers. Lend me your eyes and ears for a couple of minutes. I came here not to steal your hearts and minds away with eloquent words, but to talk about a relevant topic, the role of ulama in Indian freedom struggle. First of all, I thank the Almighty Allah who has bestowed me this golden opportunity to stand and speak for you. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, ala kulli hal. Dears, the history of Indian freedom struggle would be incomplete and biased without the mention, without the presentation of the actual role of ulama in it. Before I enter into the depth of the topic, I would like to ask you some questions. Who are the freedom fighters of India, and how many of them you know? You may know Mahatma Gandhi and Bhagat Singh. But there are many Muslim scholars who fought against British, who took part in Indian freedom struggle. But the sad truth is, they aren't famous in history. And yes, as we all know, the freedom was attained on 15th August 1947. And it was a result of a long struggle. All classes, all communities involved and made their contribution and sacrifices for India. But in fact, the freedom fighters like Mahatma Gandhi, Bhagat Singh and Subhash Chandra Bose and rest of them likely got their shape of credit and placed their position in Indian history. But unfortunately, the ulama in Indian freedom struggle was largely ignored. Dear brothers in Islam, the ulama, they held that hubbul watani min al-iman. Yes, the patriotism is a part of belief. Guys, do you know who was Muhammad Ali Jauhar? The roaring lion. He was sold, he was imprisoned because his powerful words against British, because his powerful fighting against British. And once, Mahatma Gandhi selected him as a representative of India for the Round Table Conference. And during his speech, he said, my beloved Prophet, Muhammad, peace be upon him. And when George heard this, he shouted, stop there, don't indicate that name here, stop it. And then Muhammad Ali Jauhar stood up and screamed, Mr. George, if you ask me about my religion, firstly, secondly, and finally, I am a Muslim. And if you ask me about my nation, firstly, secondly, and finally, I am an Indian. Yes, dears. There are many Muslim scholars like him who deliberately gave their precious life for India. It is the patriotism. It is the passion of independence of India. Dear brothers, we all know Kunyain Musliar and Wakam Abdul Qadir. They were armed and they were killed. Only there is two choices in front of them. Fight, struggle or die. They preferred to struggle against British. And they were splendid warriors. Their extreme dream was the independence of India. And dear brothers, there is a British Army General Thompson who fought against Muslims in the 1857 revolt. He wrote in his memorial titled Rebellion Clerics, if to fight for one's nation, plan and mastermind was against occupying mighty powers or patriotism, then undoubtedly the Maulavis, means the ulamas, were the loyal patriots to their country, and the succeeding generations will remember them as heroes. Yes, dears, we have to study the authentic history of them, and we have to convey it to the next generation. May Allah bless us. For the time being, I don't like to prolong. I wind up here. Wa akhir da'wati an alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.